What is going on, guys? It's Brownie here, and welcome back today to another video and yet another new series on my channel called Fallout Factions. In this series, I'm going to be going over the various factions in the wonderful world of Fallout. Now let's get this episode started. This episode, I'm going over the Brotherhood of Steel, which is my personal favorite faction in Fallout. The main purpose of the Brotherhood of Steel is to preserve pre-war technology, pre-war goodies, mainly energy weapons, power armor, etc., that type of thing, but any type of technology in general, and to protect it or keep it away from different wastelanders to protect them from themselves, per usual, and also to rebuild civilization. Okay, now let's get on to the background, or origins, if you want to call it that. The Brotherhood of Steel was founded by Captain Roger Maxson. He was a U.S. military captain, per the name captain, and he was led by Colonel Robert Spindle while he was a captain of the U.S. military, captain alive. Okay, so he and his men were sent to California to a West Tech facility to supervise the thing. Eventually, they were sent to another West Tech facility called Mariposa Military Base. I believe that's how you pronounce Mariposa, in an effort to enhance the security there. To he and his men's surprise, they found out that at the Mariposa West Tech facility, the scientists were forcing military prisoners into test subjects for the FEV, or Forced Evolutionary Virus, to make super warriors, like mutants and stuff like that. After that, eventually Colonel Robert Spindle had a mental breakdown and committed suicide, and after that, Maxson and his men interrogated the scientist, and eventually they executed them for their crimes against humanity. That's not on the wiki, but I'm just saying that. And eventually, Maxson called in to the U.S. saying that he and his men were abandoning the military, going AWOL, whatever you would want to call it, but he never got a response from the military because of the conflicts with the Chinese. And eventually, on October 23rd, China and U.S. both launched their nuclear warheads, and that was the Great War, and eventually it ended with most of the Earth being reduced to a radioactive wasteland. But the Mariposa military base survived along with Maxson and his men, and eventually, once they had some scouts going out in power suits, they found out that the radiation in the surrounding area wasn't that bad, so eventually they wandered out and were able to connect with various other survivors, which included Maxson's wife and his teenage son, who eventually was his heir as the High Elder of the Brotherhood of Steel. And what they did was they started going to various military bases and scavenging schematics and different technology, and eventually they settled in Lost Hills, a government fallout shelter, and this entire journey was known in the Brotherhood lore as the Exodus, kind of like in the Christian Bible. And yeah, so that's kind of the big idea of the lore and how it was founded. After they got set up in Lost Hill, eventually Maxson called his new group the Brotherhood of Steel, and that's how they got the name. Now I'm going to talk about a few of the different types of things. I'm not going to go into detail. You can go on the wiki if you want to know. I'm just going to quickly explain them. There's 3 different main hierarchies, or individual groups in the Brotherhood of Steel. You got the Brotherhood of Steel Knights and the Brotherhood of Steel Paladins. These guys are mainly the warriors. The Paladins can protect the law, etc. I don't know too much about the individuality of these. They're just mainly warriors, or can be scouts. Now the next one are the Brotherhood of Steel Scribes. These guys, I do know a fair bit about. What they do is they are kept to preserve the history of the Brotherhood of Steel, keep documents of history, different technologies on file, and etc., etc. So that's the gist idea of the scribes. Well, thanks for watching, guys. It'd be appreciated if you left a like and subscribed. See you guys in the next video. Bye.